outside the window, where the city looks half asleep. Coffee rings and folded napkins, little promises it keeps. Outside someone rides a bicycle through a road of faded pink, and the sunlight spills so slowly, like it wants us here to think. There's a softness in the weather that I haven't felt in weeks. Nothing new and nothing grand now, still it brushes through the streets. Every branch above the storefront leans a little toward the sky, and the petals drift like paper in a day that won't ask why. No one says this kind of feeling, no one plans a moment to, but the air becomes so gentle when the light is touching you. In the cherry light the world goes quiet, not because it has to, just because it can. And the afternoon keeps leaning closer, like it understands. Every color turns to comfort, every shadow fades from view. In the cherry light of springtime, I can breathe a little truer next to you. People come and go in silence, through the doorway, through the breeze. Someone laughs across the counter, someone leaves with pastries. And I watch the hours turning, not in hurry, not in fear, just the kind of slow that changes how a simple day can feel sincere. On the table sits a small vase filled with flowers almost white. They're nothing close to perfect, still they catch the room just right. There's a beauty in the ordinary that I used to pass on by, but this season keeps on finding little reasons not to hide. Maybe spring is not a thunder, maybe it's a quiet sign. Something easy, something tender, resting gently in your eyes. In the cherry light the world goes quiet, not because it has to, just because it can. And the afternoon keeps leaning closer, like it understands. Every color turns to comfort, every shadow fades from view. In the cherry light of springtime, I can breathe a little truer next to you. Oh, I don't need a grand confession, I don't need the scene to change. There is something in this stillness, making all the small things stay. Like the cup between our fingers, like the dust and golden air, like the way the day grows warmer, simply because you're there. In the cherry light the world goes quiet, and the noise outside becomes a distant frame. All the usual streets look softer, nothing feels the same. Every second opens gently, like a flower breaking through. In the cherry light of springtime, I can hear my better thoughts when I'm with you. In the cherry light I stay a little longer, just to watch the blooming color move. And for a while this little cafe feels like all I need to lose the blue. Just the window, just the breeze, just the season, settling in me. The afternoon is growing quieter, shadows leaning on the floor, a cup half full, a book left open by the table near the door. No one's rushing through the silence, no one's asking anything, only light across the window and the hush that spring can bring. There's a softness in the distance, in the sound of passing cars, like the whole world's turning lower under pale impatient stars. Though the evening hasn't reached us, still the day begins to slow, and in all this fading brightness there's a feeling I don't show. I don't need to speak it clearly, I don't need to make it known. Some emotions grow so gently, they are better left alone. Where the light stays, there's a part of me that lingers. In the calm between the seconds, in the warmth around your fingers, nothing changes all at once here. Nothing has to be explained, but I feel my heart grow quieter in the place where light remains. Someone closes up the doorway, someone wipes the counter clean, and the room becomes even softer than it ever thought to be. There are petals by the pavement, there is gold left in the air. There is something in this stillness that feels lighter when you're there. I have known so many loud days, heavy words and crowded streets, but this hour asks so little, and somehow that feels complete. Like the world can wait outside us, like the noise can lose its claim, while the sun stays on the tabletop and everything turns mild again. Maybe I don't need a reason, maybe I don't need a sign. Some things bloom without a warning and just settle in the mind. Where the light stays, there's a part of me that lingers. In the calm between the seconds, in the warmth around your fingers, nothing changes all at once here. Nothing has to be explained, but I feel my heart grow quieter in the place where light remains. If I never say the whole of it, maybe that is still enough. There are truths that live in silence, there are forms of quiet love, not the kind that shakes the whole world, not the kind that calls for names, just the way this fading daylight leaves a softness when it fades. Where the light stays, I can hear my thoughts more slowly, like the evening knows exactly how to hold the ordinary, and the air becomes so tender and the room forgets the rain, while I sit here keeping pieces of a feeling I can't name. Where the light stays, I stay with it a little longer, till the gold becomes a memory and the silence grows a little stronger. Nothing needed, nothing broken, chase, only spring and one small cafe, and the light that chose to stay. Fading gold, quiet air. Even now, you are there. The room is full of little noises, spoons and cups and closing doors. Someone writes beside the window, someone leaves, then someone pours. And between the light and shadows, in this softly breathing place, there's a calm I didn't notice till I saw it on your face. Nothing here is trying too hard, nothing shines to ask for praise, just the warmth of wood and paper and the slow familiar haze. Outside, petals cross the sidewalk like they've nowhere else to be, and inside this quiet corner, something easy stays with me. I don't know what name to give it, I don't need to make it loud, but the silence feels much kinder when you're somewhere in it now. It's the quiet between us that I'm learning how to keep, like a light across the table, like a thought that settles deep. No dramatic kind of feeling, no rushing heart, no sudden rush. Just the way the spring afternoon becomes softer because of us. Your hand resting near the coffee, your reflection in the glass. Little things I might have missed once, now I let them slowly pass. And the hours do not press me, they just open, fold and fade, like the city lost its hurry at the edge of where we stayed. There's a song beneath the silence, not a melody but close, something tender in the stillness only quiet moments know. I have spent so long on motion, always reaching for the next, but this small impatient feeling leaves my busy heart at rest. Maybe peace arrives in fragments, in a glance, a breath, a chair, in the space that isn't empty just because you're sitting there. It's the quiet between us that I'm learning how to keep, like a light across the table, like a thought that settles deep. No dramatic kind of feeling, no rushing heart, no sudden rush. Just the way the spring afternoon becomes softer because of us. I don't need the world to notice, I don't need the sky to change. There is something in the stillness making ordinary days feel a little less forgotten, feel a little less alone, like the season found a language only silence could have shown. It's the quiet between us, like the bloom before the fall, like the warmth that stays on porcelain long after we've set it all. Not a fire that burns too brightly, not a wave that pulls too much. Just the way this little cafe holds the shape of human touch. It's the quiet between us, and I never knew before how a calm and wordless moment could become what I'm hoping for. Empty cups, golden light, no more needed for this night. There is light upon the counter, there is dust and silver lines. There is spring along the windows, taking shape in quiet signs. Nothing here has asked for meaning, nothing here has made a sound. Still I feel some small beginning, like a seed beneath the ground. You are turning pages slowly, with your coffee close at hand, and the room becomes a little more than I had ever planned. I have known the loud kind of feeling, quick to rise and quick to leave, but this hour moves like a secret that the silence lets me keep. Maybe hearts can change in stillness, maybe they don't need a name. Maybe all I know is something here is not the same. Softly in bloom, that's how this feeling comes to me. Not like fire, not like rain, just a quiet shift in everything. In this small room, in this spring that moves so tenderly, what I never meant to hold is growing soft and close to me. Outside petals cross the pavement like they've nowhere else to go, and the daylight on the tabletop starts to fade but lingers slow. Someone speaks and then stops speaking. Someone leaves the door half wide, and the air that fills the silence feels enough to step inside. I don't reach for grand expressions, I don't chase what shines too fast. There is comfort in the ordinary, in a moment made to last. In the way your eyes stay lowered, in the way the hours pass, in the calm that gathers gently like reflected light on glass. I have missed so many small things, trying hard to understand. Now I let the feeling find me like the season on my hand. Softly in bloom, that's how this feeling comes to me. Not like thunder, not like waves, just a quiet turning of the leaves. In this still room, in the hush of something slowly seen, what I thought would pass me by has taken root in front of me. Maybe love is not a question, maybe it is simply this, a familiar kind of silence, a day that leans and does not miss. All the little ways of staying, all the gentle ways of seeing how a heart can open halfway long before knows it's healing. Softly in bloom, underneath the words we never say, in the warmth of cups and wooden chairs, in the light that does not fade. In this spring room I can feel the world grow less severe, and the parts of me I kept from view are somehow easier to hear. Softly in bloom, that's how the afternoon has changed. Nothing louder than a heartbeat, nothing sudden to explain. Just the way this quiet cafe makes the air feel deep and true, and the way my guarded thoughts grow softer sitting here with you. Softly in bloom, without a sound, a little spring has settled down. The light is lower than before now, leaning softly on the wall. Someone moved the empty glasses, someone answered to a call. And the room is almost evening, though the day is not yet gone. There's a hush that keeps on breathing, like it's asking to hold on. Outside, petals cross the pavement, less like dancing, more like drift. And the sky above the buildings looks too pale to call it blue. I don't think that anything changed much, still I feel it in the air, like a warmth that should be fading, but is somehow stronger there. I have seen so many moments disappear without a trace, but this one stays around me like it memorized the place. Some things stay in the air long after no one speaks, long after hands leave porcelain, long after time turns weak. Not enough to call it heartache, not enough to name it love, just a quiet kind of longing, resting lightly in the dusk. There's a chair still slightly angled, like somebody just stood up, and a ring beneath the coffee where it settled in the cup. Little signs of something over, little signs of something near, and I sit with all the silence like it wants to keep me here. I was never one for holding what was always meant to pass, but the smallest things grow heavier when the evening touches glass. There's a tenderness in endings when they do not fully close, like a word that stays half spoken, like a spring that almost knows. Maybe that is why this moment feels too gentle to erase. It does not ask to be remembered, still it lingers in the space. Some things stay in the air long after footsteps fade, long after light slips off the floor and shadows start to change. Not enough to call it sorrow, not enough to bring me down, just a soft and human feeling that refuses leaving now. I don't need to keep the whole day, I don't need time. But I know there's something in this that will echo past tonight. In the hush between the tables, in the warmth the daylight leaves, in the calm that comes so slowly, when there's nothing left to reach. Some things stay in the air, even when the room grows dim, even when the spring outside turns quiet at the edges. Like a breath upon the window, like the dust in amber light, like a feeling with no future, still too gentle to deny. Some things stay in the air, and I let them stay with me, not to make them into answers, not to make them into dreams, just to know a simple moment can be deeper than it seems. In this little fading cafe, something quiet still remains. In the air, in the light, in the hush, after time. The door is cracked, the air is changing. Someone laughs outside the frame. Shadows stretch across the sidewalk, but the day is still the same. There's a softness in the distance, in the hum of passing wheels. And for once I'm not resisting how a quiet moment feels. I can see the trees still moving with the breeze along the road, and the petals on the pavement look less fragile as they go. Nothing here is asking questions, nothing here is pulling hard, just the calm that comes so easy when the evening hasn't started. Maybe I have held too tightly to the noise I used to know. Now this spring air keeps on teaching how to loosen and let go. Easy on the breeze, that's how this hour moves around me. Not to take or change a thing, just enough to set me free. And the light steps back so gently from the tables and the street, while my thoughts grow less complicated with the spring air underneath. There's a coat hung by the doorway, there are dishes stacked in line. There's a kind of small completion in the way the room feels mild. I don't need to stay forever, I don't need to chase the day. There is comfort in the leaving when the beauty softly stays. I have known the crowded feeling of a heart that won't sit still, but this quiet kind of breathing has its own unspoken will. Like the breeze can smooth the edges of the thoughts I could not ease, and the world becomes much lighter when I let it move through me. There are times that ask for nothing and still give you something real, like a spring street after coffee, like the hush before the wheels. Easy on the breeze, that's how this hour moves around me. Not to promise anything, just enough to make me see that the smallest kind of comfort can arrive without a sound. In in the space between a doorway and the petals on the ground. No grand turn, no sudden light, just the way the air grows kind, just the way a simple day leaves the heavier thoughts behind. And I follow with no effort, no resistance, no surprise, only spring along the storefronts and a little clearing in my mind. Easy on the breeze, now the whole street feels familiar, like the world has lowered its voice and let the evening enter clearer. Every color softens slowly, every step becomes more true, and the calm I found inside that cafe moves a little way with you. Easy on the breeze, that's how I wanna keep this feeling. Not as something I can hold, but as something gently healing. In the air and in the silence, in the hour before the blue, there is nothing loud about it, still it changes how I move. Open door, fading gold, spring moves on, soft and slow. The room is softer now than earlier, like the day has folded in. There are cups left on the table, there's light grown faint and thin. Someone closed the window halfway, someone turned the music low, and the air between the shadows feels like something slow to go. Outside, the street is growing quieter, colors settling into gray. But inside this little corner, there's warmth that wants to stay. Not in words or in confession, not in anything too clear, just a trace of what was present, still remaining gently here. Some things do not leave all at once, some things linger without sound, like a hand just lifted lightly, like a feeling sitting down. Still on the table, there's a warmth that hasn't gone, in the rings beneath the coffee, in the hush the day rests on. Nothing asking to be answered, nothing pulling at the heart, just the calm of something human that remains when voices part. I can see the room more clearly, now the light is almost through. Every chair and every shadow holds a little bit of you. Not enough to call it missing, not enough to call it ache, just a quiet kind of presence that the evening does not break. There were no remarkable moments, no grand turn, no perfect line, only spring along the window and a little borrowed time. But the smallest kind of closeness leaves the deepest kind of trace, when the world grows dim around it and the silence keeps its shape. Maybe this is why I stay here even as the daylight thins. There is peace in what is left now, when the louder part has been. sun still on the table. There's a warmth that hasn't gone in the space between the glasses, in the softening of the room. Nothing fragile, nothing heavy, nothing more than what it was. Still I feel the hour resting a little closer because of us. I don't need to keep the moment, I don't need to name the scene, but I know that something quiet can be deeper than it seems. Like the heat left in the porcelain, like the gold left in the grain. Some things stay because they matter, even when they don't explain. Still on the table, there's a piece of evening here, in the fading glow on wood, in the silence settling near. And the day becomes so simple, and the heart becomes so still, while the spring beyond the window loses light but keeps its feel. Still on the table, what was tender lingers on, not as sorrow, not as longing, just a softness after warmth. And I let the quiet hold it till the last of daylight falls. In this small impatient cafe, nothing has to speak at all. Empty cups, fading room, spring stays late in the gloom. The daylight's nearly done with shining, but it lingers on the glass, like it has a few more moments before it finally lets them pass. And the room has grown so peaceful that even time feels less defined, as if the day is folding slowly without leaving much behind. There are footsteps on the pavement, there are lights across the street. There is evening coming gently, without hurry, without need. And inside this little stillness, there's a calm I didn't plan, just a softness in the silence that has settled where I am. Not every day needs a reason, not every heart needs a sign. Sometimes peace arrives the clearest in the hour between the lines. Before the blue, before the sky lets go of light, there is a quiet in the world that almost makes everything right. Not in answers, not in change, not in anything brand new, just this spring evening breathing softly in the room before the blue. Someone takes the final order, someone stacks another tray, and the music turns to something barely there but warm enough to stay. There is beauty in completion when it comes without a sound, like the day has said enough now and can finally settle down. I have spent so much time thinking that I almost missed the air, The way it holds the fading sunlight, the way it quiets every care. And I know this will not last long, like all simple moments do. Still I let it fill the silence, like there's nothing else to prove. Maybe that is why I need this, not to keep but just to know how a gentle hour can hold you right before it has to go. Before the blue, before the last gold leaves the floor, there is a softness in this place that I have never noticed more. Not a memory, not goodbye, not a dream I'm holding to. Just this spring evening, resting lightly in the hush before the blue. No grand ending, no last line, just the dimming of the shine. Just the table, just the chair, just the warmth still in the air. And somehow that is all I need to let the day become complete. Before the blue, I feel the room grow kind and slow, like the world has taken one deep breath and let the heavier thinking go. Every color fades so gently, every shape turns soft and true, and the little things I overlooked feel enough before the blue. Before the blue, before the spring night fully starts, there is peace in how the quiet leaves its outline on the heart. Nothing louder than the evening, nothing more than passing through. Still it feels like something healing in the hour before the blue. Almost night, fading view, spring stays soft before the blue. The room is nearly done with speaking. Chairs are still, the cups are dry. There is only light remaining, faint and warm against the night. And the air's grown so gentle that even thoughts move slowly now, like the day has set its worries down and does not ask me how. Outside, the street is darkening softly, blossoms pale against the gray. All the color of the afternoon has thinned, but not gone away. There are traces left in corners, there's calm left in the wood, and I sit with nothing urgent for the first time, and it's good. Not every feeling needs a future, not every moment needs a name. Some are meant to pass through quietly and still leave something changed. When the day rests, there is peace in how it fades. Not in endings, not in answers, just in all the quiet it has made. And this spring room holds the last warmth in the air. like a heart that's done with rushing, learning how to settle there. Someone turned the sign to closing, someone dimmed the light above, and the silence feels less empty than so many words have done. There is no need to hold the hours, there is no need to make them stay. All I need is what is here now, at the edge of night and day. I have chased so many bright things that were gone before I knew, but this little kind of stillness leaves a deeper kind of truth, that the smallest forms of comfort can outlast the louder kind, and a quiet spring evening can stay longer in the mind. Maybe this is all I needed, not a change but just a pause, a place where nothing has to happen to remind me what I was. When the day rests, there is peace in how it fades, not in sorrow, not in longing, just in all the room the silence makes. And this spring night moves so softly through the glass, like a hand upon the shoulder telling me to let it pass. No final word, no perfect close, only the kindness of going slow, only the tables, only the light, only the blue becoming night. When the day rests, I can feel the world grow wide and still, like every little thing I carried has finally lost its will. And the cafe, and the blossoms, and the last gold in the grain leave behind a kind of quiet that does not ask for me again. When the day rests, I let the evening be enough, not as memory, not as missing, just as something calm and soft. And the spring that passed so gently leaves its outline, leaves its trace in the hush of one small cafe, and the peace it gave this place. Day gone still, night comes near, spring stays soft, even here.